Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sHiZ presents all night of sparkling lights and musical sounds. The Research Boulevard Electrical Parade. Dum 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 of sparkling lights in magical electrical musical sounds, the Main Street Electrical Parade. I missed that. The last time I saw it was when it was at Disneyland the first time. And man, I would have to say it was like the early 90s probably, or late 80s is when I last saw the Main Street Electrical Parade. Disneyland brought it back, which is nice, and I believe it is still playing today at Disneyland, as well as Disney World, and maybe the other theme parks around the world. And it's a very magical show, and if you ever get to go to Disney World or Disneyland, make time. I don't care what you do, you got to see the Main Street Electrical Parade. The music is awesome. In fact, the music was produced by Don Dorsey, which he's not a very popular musical artist, basically. But he makes a lot of music for Disneyland, Universal Studios, and I think he's done a couple things for Six Flags. But he also has a couple albums out through an old record label called Telarc. They're no longer in business. And one is called Blockbusters, Beethoven, or Bus. And he has another, the last one he did with Telarc, I don't remember what that one was called. They're very hard to find now because Telarc is out of business. It's owned by someone else now, but they don't release their albums like they used to. So they're very hard to find now. You can't find it on Xbox Music, on Spotify, and any of the online streaming channels. You can probably get it on Amazon if you buy the CD upright. Because I remember, because I tried to even do the MP3 downloads by buying the whole album, and there were a couple tracks that were missing. And so I think the only thing you can do is buy the whole CD. Outside of that, going to Jim's restaurant, I'm getting a salad and tortilla soup. Sounds really good, right? My wife is going to get something similar as well. Goes Jim on the left. Outside of that, just chilling, watching Big Bang Theory, the new season on TBS. Really funny show. I mean, a lot of people told me at work, at my previous job at Microsoft, to watch it. It was like, man, you got to see the show. It's awesome. And I never really got around to seeing it. Then I also heard Chris Pirillo talk about it, how he's really into Big Bang Theory. And it was by accident. I was flipping channels one day, and then I just landed on a channel where a bunch of nerds were in a sitcom. I'm like, oh, okay. Ended up being Big Bang Theory. Fell in love with it ever since. It's an awesome, funny show. And one thing I like about the show is that they use a lot of scientific fact. The math is accurate. I mean, everything that they talk about is to the point and accurate. Even when they make reference to comic books, and everything on that show is real or it's based on actual story. They don't make anything up, which is a good thing. Because in that show called Numbers, same thing. Everything was real. The math was real. They didn't shortchange it to fit for the show. They made sure that they used real everything. And there are very few movies that do that. They always try to make something up, like Star Trek. Star Trek wasn't based on. They did the best they could. In fact, they tried to stay within scientific fact, but a lot of times they have to cheat science in order to make a story. All right, so I'm at Jim's right now. Pick up my order. Peace out.